Bonnie says, what do you do when you feel like your voice is never heard? What you do is you keep talking and you keep sharing. There's no guarantee that our voice is going to be heard. There's no guarantee that people will listen. There's no guarantee that people will heed our advice or heed our warnings. There's no guarantee that people will care what it is we say. There's no guarantee that they'll give 2 cents for what we have to say. But that doesn't make it any less important. It doesn't make it any less valuable. It doesn't make it any less worthy. It's not our fault that they don't listen. It's not our fault that they don't value what it is we have to say. It's on them. They have the opportunity to receive it or reject it. The trick is to remember that what you have to say is worthy because it's yours. That to me is the trick. What do you have? Like if you have something to say, you got to say it. If you have something to say, it's really important that you say it. If you have something to say, I would even go so far as to say you have a responsibility to say it. Again, regardless of how it's received, you've been given a message. You should share the message. Right? You've been given a message. Maybe it's not prophetic. Maybe it's just something to open up a conversation. Then you should open up the conversation. Maybe you have a question. You should ask the question because maybe it leads to some answers. It leads to discussion. It leads to an open conversation. Maybe, whatever the case is, you just don't know. I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. We just don't know the value of our words. So you, first of all, must value it. And you must value it enough to know that you have to say it. It's time to speak these words. Don't get me wrong. There's times where you shouldn't, and there's times you should. But what I think what you're talking about here is something that you have decided that is worth saying. Say it. You value it. And the people who have ears to listen, they will value it. And the people who have wisdom, they will value it. And the people that have a heart that is open to what it is you're saying, they will value it, and they will be moved by it. They will be transformed by it. Believe in that. Believe in that aspect of it. And the other side of it is find yourself around trusted companions. Find yourself around trusted companions who will hear your words and value them because of you, because they're coming from you, and whose words you will value as well. Find yourself in the company of people you can find yourself in the company. Find yourself in the company of people you can converse with, people you can go back and forth with, people you can debate with gently. Not these modern day YouTube debates; those are ridiculous. But people that you can disagree with and play devil's advocate, who will play devil's advocate for you to help you flesh out your ideas. Yeah, that's what you do. If we don't see the inherent value in what we say, and if we require others to listen or to accept what it is we have to say before we will see what it is we have to say as valuable, then we've already lost half the battle. It's important because it's important to you. Right? Once you've deemed it valuable enough to share, it now has its worth. Do not allow its reception to be an indicator of its value. Amen.